Well, I think we're live now and we're recording. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our kickoff Zoom call for Lab Revolution.
Yay!
Yay! It's good to see. It's really great to connect with you guys, and so many of you joined this program. And I really look forward to connecting with everybody and doing this program together with you. I like the program is called Love Revolution, 21 Days to Create a Life You Love, based on my husband's book by the same name. And I like saying my husband is a celebrated author. It just sounds so good. So most of you who signed up for the program are the people who we know personally, and it's so wonderful to connect with you in this really beautiful, beautiful way. So let's start with a moment of recalibration or meditation, shall we? So sit up really tall, and if your legs are crossed, you can uncross your legs and just lift up through your chest and close your eyes.
And Roberta, can you mute yours? That's a bottom left-hand corner. You just hit that little microphone.
Yes.
Yeah. So sit up tall and just exhale all the breath out. And take a really deep inhale. Fill up your lungs completely with breath. Exhale, relax your belly, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. And take another really big inhale all the way to the bottom of your pelvis. Exhale, relax the bottom of your pelvis, relax your low belly. And if it feels good to you, you can even move your shoulders a little bit, you can move your head side to side, softening your neck. And as you breathe deeply, I want to set an intention for our 21-day journey. I'm calling on the spirits of the highest good and compassion. And I'm asking for help and blessing in this 21-day journey. I'm asking for help with our commitment to this program, our enthusiasm and excitement about creating the life that we love, creating the life that we yearn for, the life of our dreams. I ask for blessing in us connecting with each other, creating an amazing community remotely, online, so that we can support each other and we can uplift each other and we can connect with each other in the most beautiful way. I'm asking for grace and favor, and I'm asking for help and synchronicity on this 21-day journey of us creating the life of our dreams, the life that we yearn for, the life that we love. So let's breathe that in. Let us internally open and relax and receive the blessing, receive the guidance, receive all the synchronicities and all the help that is always available to us at all times. And right now I want to remind you, and I remind myself, that all that is required is our desire to step on this path, our willingness to relax and open up and receive and allow and surrender. The help that is powerful beyond our wildest imagination is always here for us. Let's lean onto this power, into this power. let's start. All right. Wow, there's more of you now. That's so awesome. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Roger.
Good to see you guys.
Great to see you too.
Yeah, isn't that amazing technology these days? We can connect with each other and
Really
and
awesome.
being from all over the world. I love that.
Very cool.
Yeah. So, Roger, do you want to tell us about the book, about the program, and what the program consists of?
Well, I think before we do that, hi everyone. Before we talk about the program and the specifics of the program, the intention behind the program, two things. One, if you're not currently asking a question or speaking, if you can hit mute, it's down the bottom left-hand corner of your black box. There's a little microphone. You just hit it once, and then that'll mute you. And then when you do want to talk, then you'll just hit it again, and then you can talk. But in the interim, to avoid static so everybody can hear, if you can just hit that real quick so everybody's muted for a little bit. Looks like everybody got it. The second thing is, Albina, I want you to talk about, real quickly, just in just a few words, why this program and why right now?
I'm happy to talk about that.
Yeah.
So the idea came to me because next month, in the month of October, that starts tomorrow, I'm turning 40. And in the last 2 years, as many of you know, it's been a lot of transition, a lot of changes in our lives. And I want to, for my birthday, for my 40th birthday, I want to be in the best shape of my life, physically, emotionally, energetically, spiritually, so that I can start a new chapter of my life with, 100% clarity on what, on how I want this chapter to look like, so that I can be open and receptive for all the divine grace and favor and the blessing and synchronicities that I know are coming my way. And I thought it would be a really, I can do it by myself, I can do it together with Roger, but I thought it would be so much funner to invite my friends, my community to join. And honestly, since Mark is on this call, I got this idea kind of from Mark, because Mark kept texting me and he was like, what can I do right now? What can I do? What books can I read? What practices can I do? And I was like, perfect. So Mark, thank you. You were a big contribution to this idea, and thank you for everybody who signed up for this program. And, my wish for you guys is to also set a powerful intention. And to me, intention is so much more than just a wish, right? An intention is something that has a lot of power in it. And also when you declare it loudly into the universe, I truly believe that all the forces of the universe conspire to make that intention your reality. So this is how this idea came into existence. And then, of course, Roger's beautiful book. I mean, I'm biased, but I think he's an exceptional writer, and he just edited the book, revised the book, and I wanted to read it again, and I wanted to invite you guys to read it with me.
Thank you.
Yay.
Yeah. So that's how we got here, and thank you so much for those of you who are joining us and who are committing to do this 21-day program with us. My intention when I wrote the book was really to kind of tap into what tools did I learn, what practices did I use, what skills have I acquired over the time of my own personal journey to get to this place where I love my life in every aspect. Because if I look back 10 or 20 years, I wasn't there. It was a constant path of intentional growth and work, frankly, and practices and tools that helped me to get to this place where I am now. And from this place, not to say that I have it all figured out, I just have some tools to share that I've learned from my teachers and through my experiences. And so my intention was to share these tools so that you too could also have those tools in your tool belt to create a life you love. I think it was Rumi that said that our work is not to seek out love, but to eliminate all the barriers around our heart to receive it. And so that's really what this work is. When I talk about a love revolution, it's that we already have the capacity to love and be loved, but sometimes we put things in the way. Often through our own way of thinking or our own way of interacting with the world and others, that we kind of put up blocks. Often subconsciously, we put up these blocks. So a lot of the reading and the work in the book is around identifying what these blocks are that we've put up, and then using the tools to move them out of the way so that we can just be flowing in our relationships, flowing in our career, flowing with abundance in every aspect, in family, in financial matters, in spiritual matters, physical blocks that keep us from loving ourselves, those kind of things. So it's really about sharing this practice with a community. That's why it's a program. And I picked 21 days because 21 days is something manageable. We used to do 40-day program, and 40 days is a lot for people. It's almost twice the length. And a lot of people, frankly, would drop out because they'd start with loads of enthusiasm, and then life would sort of get in the way. And I still believe in those 40-day programs, and I just know that they're really challenging. So the goal here is to really be able to do all this work in about an hour a day. 1 hour, maybe even a little less if you're really efficient. And that includes exercise of any kind you want. It could be a nice leisurely walk, doing the reading, doing the meditation, which is very short, and then doing what I call the soul work, which is some sort of inquiry exercise to get you tuned into what's happening inside in your own internal state, and then to use what you learn to grow. So that's how the program works. And there's 3 stages. So it's set out in 3 weeks. It's very intentional. Week 1 is doing the excavating, doing the inquiry to let you see what it is that's standing in the way. It's like, I remember Brian Kess came to our studio, and he put this work of enlightenment in a really interesting way that I loved. Sometimes we think of enlightenment as this thing, right, that's so far up here on the mountaintop, right? You think about maybe up in the high Himalayas, and there's the monks, and they're enlightened, and then there's all the rest of us down here, right, doing everything else. And he said, no, the original term enlightenment means to bring into the light. And anything that you bring into the light, suddenly you can see. So you take what's not visible, what's not conscious, the unconscious, and you bring it right out here to look at it. That's enlightenment. And it happens in stages. It happens gradually over time. You bring more and more into the light, into your awareness, until you become really aware of what's going on. And then you can choose. So when you bring the subconscious, the unconscious into the light, you're becoming enlightened. So the first thing is to see it, to bring things into the light. The idea is to bring what's going on inside of you, what's going on around you into the light so you can see it clearly. That's week 1. Week 2 is to once you see it, then you transform it, right? You make choice around it. So the second week is to say, okay, is this something I want, or is this something I can work with, right? And then the third part is, okay, you made a choice, and a choice isn't a one-day thing, right? It's like, I choose to give up something that was standing in my way, and guess what? In the living of your life, that thing comes right back, right? It's like you throw it away, and then it tags along sometimes, right? And it just keeps coming back like a stray cat or something. It keeps coming to your doorstep. And you're like, no, you don't live here. And then the cat comes back, right? And then the question is, do you feed it, or do you find it another home? Like, oh, you can go live somewhere else, but just not in my house, right? So the third part is how to integrate it and how to live it. So First week is see things, bring it into the light. Second week is make a choice around it. Is this something that you want, or is this something that you'd like to get rid of? And then the third week is learn how to actually live the practice. And living the practice is a day-to-day, moment-to-moment. It's usually not a forever thing, but once you get really skilled, the thing that was standing in your way of this loving love revolution, this joyful existence, this blissful existence, the thing that wants to stand in the way, you get so skillful that it loses its power, because you become so masterful at seeing it and eliminating it that now you just live it. It just happens, it arises, and you flip it out of the way. And it's like any other skill. When you practice and when you work with it, you become masterful. So if it's a serve in tennis, right? First time you serve in tennis, you hit into the net, you hit it over the fence, and then you get better and better until you can put it right in that one spot in the square on the other side every time. So fast, right? And so it's like that with your spiritual work too. Once you become masterful at identifying what these blocks are, where your blind spots are, where you tend to go, you can quickly U-turn. And it's like the Buddhists say, if you go down a wrong path, if you find yourself going down a wrong path, turn back. Just turn back. You don't have to you don't have to keep going on in a cycle about, oh no, here I am again on this wrong path. I always do this. Dang it, I'm so bad. It's like, nope, you just turn back. And so ultimately this book is about seeing, choosing, and turning back really fast. It's called the moment of shift. And that's what this whole program is about, is like becoming really conscious of your inner state, your past that you might be carrying with you, the places in your life where you might not be seeing where you're holding yourself back, and just taking it out and stepping into a new space. And I really believe that everybody can do that. So that's the intention behind the program. And it's really best done with community, because it's one thing to choose to do it for yourself, and that's really powerful. But when you have people that will support you and people that are doing it together, and you have some accountability, that's when you can move mountains. Almost all spiritual practices are intended to be done in community. That's why you see monks in a monastery meditating together, right? That's why you see churches. That's why you see mosques. That's why you see synagogues. That's why you see yoga communities. That's why you see all these communities, because we all know that when you have support and accountability, we do better and we go faster, further. So that's what we're here to create. That's what we're trying to create with this online community. And community can look any way. And luckily now in this day and age, we can create community online. So thank you for bringing this to us, Albina. I'm excited.
Yay, thank you, Roger. Well, we're not in the same place. Roger's in Austin and I'm in Taos, New Mexico. That's why we're two different windows. And if I may add something else, so since it is a spiritual practice, what I also invite you guys to do is to lean into that power greater than you. I mean, you can do all the work and you can do it on your own. And I truly believe that everything becomes so much more easier if you lean into something bigger than you and literally just ask for help. Whatever you believe in it, the universe, the superconscious mind, God, help me commit to this program. Help me see those blind spots that Roger's talking about. Help me clear out whatever blocks that are on my way, preventing me from creating the life that I love, the life of my dreams. Help me shape my destiny in every area of my life, whatever it is for you. Maybe it is, your personal relationship. Maybe it's money. Maybe it is, starting a job, your dream job. Maybe it is, living where you want to live. My intention for all of us is to, make our desires are divine, make our desires our reality. Yeah, so let me talk a little bit about the practical. So you should have received an email with Roger's book. I've sent it many, many times. If you're still kind of like haven't received it, or you don't know where to click for it, you can email me at albina@albinarippy.com and I'll send it to you individually. Also, if you are not receiving my emails, I suggest you check your junk box. Sometimes those emails go into junk. And every week I'll be sending you a series of, workout videos, 30-minute workout videos. So this week I made a cardio workout video for you, and a new fresh yoga exercise, as well as a 5-minute meditation practice. And I also recorded a short video for you about setting an intention, because as Roger said in his book, intention plus action equals transformation. And what I also want to add to this, and it's kind of a bonus to this program, is I invite you to clean up your diet. So as many of you have done, many of you know that I'm really passionate about Whole30 eating, and maybe you've done this program with me multiple times at Yoga One, but like my commitment is starting tomorrow. I'm gonna step up my Whole30 game, which means I will only eat vegetables and protein. That's about it. I can make you a long list of all the things that you cannot eat or shouldn't, put aside, but I like to focus on what I can eat, which is protein and vegetables. More specifically, you cut out all the sugar, you cut out all the processed foods, and you cut out all the grains and lentils. And from my own experience, I can tell you guys that as a result of this type of eating, you feel so full of energy. Like you need very little sleep. You feel creative, you feel powerful, you feel confident, you feel amazing in your body, you feel lightness. Your skin becomes really smooth and clear. Your hair becomes all shiny and nice. Like it's so good that literally you don't want to go back to your old ways, because you don't realize how crappy you feel until you clean up your diet and you realize how amazing you could be feeling. So I invite you to step on Whole30 with me if you want. I'm gonna do it starting tomorrow. What else? Let's do this, guys. So before this call, and we have about 85 people registered for the program, and I understand it's a Monday night. So my intention was that I want to hear 5 of you speak your intention for this program. And look at that, 5 of you are on the call right now. So everybody gets to speak. And what I want to say once again, intentions are so incredibly powerful. Intention is so much more powerful than just a wish, right? Because intention has that power, that determination, that energy behind it, that literally like calls on all the forces of the universe to step up and make it your reality. So I'm going to repeat mine. Mine is to get into the best shape of my life, physically, energetically, emotionally, spiritually, so I can create this massive clearing for my birthday, October 31st, when I turn 40, so that I can have a very clear vision for the next chapter of my life. And not only that, I already know what I want, but not only that, I want to summon all the forces of the universe, divine guidance, divine blessings, grace and favor to like step up and help me. My desires are so big. I need that help. I need the help of something bigger than me, so that I can surrender and I can receive and I can let go and I can step into that flow of life. So that is my intention. So everybody on this call gets to share. I cannot wait to hear your intention. Michelle, do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Yay!
I wanted to say I've missed you guys, and part of my motivation to sign up was just really to see what you guys are up to and just to get to spend time with you again. So thank you all for doing this. And my intention is that I've had a new career that I'm enjoying very much, but I'm giving so much to others that I've neglected myself. And so I really want to take better care of myself and practice self-care and just be more present, slow down a little bit, and just be able to then have more to share with others and be able to handle some of the pressures of the day-to-day better, because my cup will be full.
I love that. And thank you so much. It means so much to me. And I'm just breathing in your words. I missed you all very much. And I'll try not to cry. Like a big, desire behind doing this program together with you was to connect with you all. Because I missed you all so much. Dang it, you're gonna make me cry, girl.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Okay, who wants to go next? I'm gonna ask Roger since I can see you guys. Roger, what is your intention? Hi, Mark.
Hey, Mark. My intention is to facilitate this program, help facilitate the program for each of you, to guide you, and to reconnect with this work, and to remember that this stuff is powerful, and that it matters. And I think by doing the program, that'll help me remember, so that I can also utilize these same tools to put me in the space for my next chapter too. We just moved, and it's a new beginning for us. So it's a great time to launch into something with intention. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mark, do you want to go next? I'm going to unmute you. I know you're going to have to, here you are. Oh, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm using my phone. All right. Anyway, so I missed y'all as well. The practices that I've learned from y'all, especially the first 21-day love revolution, was amazing. I got in shape, felt better about myself. My intention is to consistently live above the line and to start recognizing things that pull me down below the line, so I can identify those and not go down that path. And so I can, consistently enjoy, what's happening in my environment, not have to control everything, and just let things happen, let love happen, get in shape. I'm going to try the diet. I wouldn't mind, doing vegetables and proteins, but for me, it'd be just really start to practice living above the line on a daily basis, so I feel empowered, creative, and more joy in what I'm doing, and just see what happens. See what happens in my life. I've got a new business and it's going pretty well, and so I'm just kind of going to see where it takes me.
I love that.
That's yeah.
Yay, thank you.
Anyway, yeah, I appreciate you both. You guys have been amazing.
Thank you, Mark. It's just gonna take you to the next level. You're just gonna shoot off into the atmosphere after this. You're gonna be so ready. You're gonna be so.
Bye me.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, Roberta, do you want to go next?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Perfect. So I have been experiencing a lot of resistance this year. And I think that my biggest block is getting out of my own way. So my intention, and I guess what I wrote down might need to be tweaked a little bit, but I deserve to rejoice in my life, and I accept all the pleasure that life has to offer. That was just what came to me after I watched your video. My wording may need to be tweaked a little bit.
I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you for reminding me of joy. I want that. I'm gonna take your intention and make it mine too.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you. Do you guys see how, like, when you speak out loud your intention, like, I genuinely want that to become your reality, right? And this is why doing the program together with your community is so awesome. Like, we get to generate this really amazing, beautiful energy and support each other and love each other. Is that Tara? Hi, do you want to speak your intention?
Hi, how are you?
Great, how are you feeling, Mama?
Finally better.
Yeah.
Yes, 18, almost 19 weeks in.
Congratulations.
My intention for this program is to reset. I think, going to Greece this summer, I had a lot of things I wanted to start working through and a lot of intentions for that process. And it ended up putting me in a completely different place than I even thought I was going. And like, that's part of my thing too, is I feel like I try to control so many things and want to plan out or know what I'm doing or set, I don't know how to say it, like I think I know what I need to get out of something instead of just letting the work be done and seeing what needs to happen and letting it happen.
Yeah.
And I started to do that when I was in Greece. And then I came back and I was so excited to, take home that joy that I felt and share it with everybody. And the crazy thing was that I felt like garbage and I didn't know why, but it was because, it turned out to be a beautiful thing, like the most joyous thing to find out I was pregnant, but that was not part of my plan at 40. That was not why I went to Greece, to reset and renew and come back and have a baby. So at least I knew why I felt so tired and fatigued and could not get through a yoga practice session after doing 2-a-days, which is really remarkable that the symptoms didn't come on until exactly after like 24 hours after landing back. So for a long time, I thought it was the fatigue and the jet lag. And I think, once we got the news, I was so excited and happy, but then I also got so scared because I got presented with something that I didn't know I wanted because I didn't think I could have it. And then I allowed myself to kind of be taken over a little bit by the fear of, wow, well, now I could have it and it could be taken away. And so I just want to get back to that reset for myself, for enjoying the moment, for feeling the joy in every moment that I have and counting the blessings that I have while they're here, instead of worrying that they won't be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that's my intention for this practice.
What a blessing, Tara. What a blessing. Tara went with us to Greece this summer. That's what she's referring to. And, if I may add something, what you will notice, guys, when you intentionally start shaping the life of your dreams, shape your destiny, things will go really, really well. Like, you will experience incredible blessings and incredible miracles like Tara. And then your ego will try to take you out. Like, everything is going well. You're starting to feel amazing, right? You have this blessing, this baby, like a precious baby in your belly. And then your ego will kick in and with fear and it's just, again, that practice that Roger talks about is being enlightened, right? Bringing your fears into light and recognizing them and letting them go. So it's an incredible opportunity for you to do that.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, Cecilia, yay, your turn. Hello.
You have to take it off mute.
I'll take her off mute.
And then she may have to push the button too.
Yeah. It's not working.
Cecilia, you want to talk to us?
Okay. Is it Myra? Myra.
Hello, good evening.
Hey.
Am I saying
Hi.
your name correctly?
Oh yeah, if we get you
That's
talking
perfect.
back.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you both, first of all, for putting this accountability group together. Um, my intention, well, first of all, I've been traveling backpacking for 7 months, and I'm actually in Colombia now walking, but I've neglected myself, and I've fallen sick several times, and so my intention is just to feel better again. Like I deserve to feel good, and so I want to get spiritually and physically aligned again. And yeah, so pretty much resetting.
Yeah. I love that. Well, Myra, let's take the upgrade, girl. It's
Okay.
like you can fly economy or you can fly business first or whatever is bigger, business or first class. Do you want the upgrade?
Sure, I'll take it.
Take the upgrade. Just upgrade your intention, upgrade your desire, upgrade your vision.
Okay. Wonderful. That sounds beautiful.
Well, as an example, so you said, I just want to feel good again, better. What does that look like in your life? Like what would be, like imagine what it would be like if you felt outstanding and powerful and, you get to pick the word, but like better and good are kind of, it's hard to get real inspired about good. Like, what do you
Not
want?
so convincing.
I want good. Yeah, but you can have good, and I suspect you're already at good. So
yeah.
What's something like a star to reach for that you can, that maybe feels a little bit far, but is totally doable?
Yeah. Well, I want to actually create rituals and practices that I actually practice daily, and I want to feel fucking awesome.
Doesn't that feel better and more exciting than?
Yeah.
Do you guys
it's definitely more convincing?
Do you feel how the energy is different? Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much, Myra.
Thank you both.
Okay, Cecilia, do you want to go next?
Yes, I can go next. Hello.
Hi.
I want to be intentional. I just opened up my private practice, my therapy practice, and so there's a lot of newness that's going on in my life, and so I just want to just be intentional daily about a lot of things that I'm doing, and listening to my mind and my body, and not continuously being an autopilot in all areas of my life, but landing and not I think this year I want to be intentional in being a little bit more selfish about myself and my self-care. Because I'm a therapist, I take care of everybody else and everybody in my family, so I'm trying to be intentional, which is extremely hard, to be selfish when I need to say, hey, I need a timeout, or hey, I need to do this for myself. So I'm really, really trying to be intentional on how I take care of myself, and being selfish. So that's my intent.
Awesome. Can I offer you something, Cecilia?
Yes, please.
So it's only hard if you say it's hard.
Yes, you're right. You're absolutely correct.
So say it in a different way. Invite ease.
Let's see. I am going to be intentional about taking care of myself and accepting this transition daily and anything that it brings. So it's going to be a smooth transition daily for me to be mindful that putting myself first is my goal.
Yeah.
Is that different?
Yeah, it's definitely different.
Yeah, and like when you put yourself first, then what?
Then what can happen?
So you see, guys, even though I'm talking about to Cecilia, I want you to like see how it applies to your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you are taking care of yourself, when you are full, right? When
Yes.
you feel ease, when you feel inspired, when you feel outstanding, then what?
What's possible?
Yeah, the sky's the limit after that. I mean, because I'm rejuvenated, and the possibility for me to be just, because then I could give 100%
Yes.
of myself daily, 100% to myself and 100% to anything that comes my way.
Booyah! Did you guys feel that? Yay! Thank you.
Yay! Thank you.
I did.
Okay,
Albina, can I add something?
please.
Thank you all for sharing. What I get from this is that, what applies to one of us, even though it's different, applies to many of us, right? Like, we all need self-care. We all need healthy boundaries so that we can give from full. Because when we give from full, we give better, right? But if we're empty, it's hard to give. It's hard to really, they might get sort of our embers of our spark, right, rather than the spark itself. And we all have resistance. We all have resistance in areas of our life, and resistance is actually, we talk about this idea of love flowing to you and from you in like this open way. And resistance gets in the way of that. And the opposite of resistance is flow, right? And the good news about resistance is that it's actually showing you where the work is. Where we have resistance is where our spiritual and mental and emotional work is. Now, we may choose to avoid it, right? But avoiding it's also just another way of resisting it, right? Because the things we avoid inevitably come back. So it might, like as you're playing with this, it's great to be in the inquiry around, am I ready to take this on, or do I want to keep avoiding it or locking it in a compartment or whatever, and whatever your answer is okay, and you get to be in inquiry around, is this my habitual way, and how's that working, or is there a way that I could bring this into working with it in a different way, where I could create ease around it, where I could create softness around it, where I could create release around it. And that's the stuff that's going to come up as you read this book. And these are the kind of things you get to ask yourself and you get to play with. And I want you to know that the work is work. Absolutely. It's intended to be, to stir the pot a little bit, right? It's intended to stir the pot, because when we stir the pot, that's when we get real good flavor, right? It's like, and it can be trying, but then the question is that you get to play with, and I want you to see it as play, because even though it's challenging, it doesn't have to be hard. Challenging and hard are different things, right? Like hard, just, I don't want to do hard all the time, but I do like to be challenged. I like to grow, and so that's another thing that we get to play with, is around our vocabulary and how we use it. But this is why the community is so beautiful. And back to my original point, was that in other people's growth and learning, we get our own growth and learning. When we share, we give other people permission to, like, oh yeah, me too. And it helps reaffirm that we're walking a good path when other people are like sharing, and we're moving forward together. So thank you all for doing that. Albina, I'll let you wrap up.
Well, we have one more. I don't want to feel that make this
someone else join?
Yeah, there is one more person, the phone number 832-754. Do you want to speak? I don't know who that is. Hello. Hi.
Hi, I'm Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi there.
Do you want to share your intention for Love Revolution?
Sure. So over the last year, I've been traveling for work a lot more than in the past, and I have a lot of excuses about why I can't eat well or why I can't have a routine for exercise when I'm on the go. So my intention is to establish some habits that I can take with me when traveling.
Cool. I think it can totally be done with 30 minutes a day, like with those videos that I made. And Ashley, girlfriend, let's upgrade. I want you to upgrade. Take that first class ticket with champagne and everything.
So if you created healthy habits in your life for when you're traveling, what would then be possible for you?
I think I would have more energy to do things that I enjoy. Just feel kind of sluggish when I do have my spare time. I just want to sleep, not really feeling like energetic or energized.
And what kind of things would you like to do with that energy and that?
Maybe travel for fun. I don't know. I think the options would be there would be lots of things.
Like what?
What would you do when you travel?
Oh, when I travel, yeah, I think exercising and eating better for sure. I make a lot of excuses, when there's a catered meal and they have extra desserts and all kinds of things. So I think just feeling better by not allowing that to get in the way of habits that I have when I'm at home in a regular routine.
Take the upgrade. What else?
Yes.
Here's the deal, Ashley. When you take the upgrade, I'm inviting you to dream big, right? So when you feel outstanding, when you feel full of energy, then what? What is it you really want?
This is a good question.
This is how you shape your destiny. So start now. Just say it.
Yeah, I'll have to do some thinking on, what's beyond the upgrade.
So Ashley, the beautiful thing about this work is that you'll get to play with this over time, and I suspect, and the reason why Albina's kind of poking a little bit is because deep down you already know, like, what would you want to do with all that energy and all that, feeling good, like, eating clean and doing some practices are actually just tools to get you to do the thing that you really want to do, which is X, Y, and Z, right? Like, I know with my energy and with my, renewed energy, I want to like help people, and I want to, touch people, and I want to inspire them. I want them to live their life. I want to be great with my family, whatever that looks like for you. I want to see the world, fall in love, whatever that kind of thing looks like. And sometimes we'll stop ourselves and go, I just want to have healthier habits. But really the things that's going to help you get the healthier habits is to think about and to see your vision of what it is that you're reaching for, so that the work that you're doing every day is reinforcing that, right? It's like, oh, I'm doing this because this is what I'm going to do when I feel this way. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So like, just if you just kind of, somebody shook your snow globe right now, and it just, all the snow started falling and it started clarifying, and suddenly there wasn't any static in the way, and you could just see like something that you really want, what would that be? Just one thing off the top of your head.
Gosh.
Something more specific, something you've always wanted to do but haven't made the time.
I'll have to think on it. I know I see where you're going.
Yeah.
I think, some more self-inquiry will.
That's okay. This program
there.
is designed to do that. And I also want all of us to see ourselves in Ashley, because we all sort of do this. Like, oh, I got to think about this. And ultimately, it's not even about thinking. It's about like dropping out of your head and like, what does your heart want? That's what Love Revolution is really all about. It's like just your mind's going to tell you all kinds of stuff, but your heart already kind of knows. It's really just getting your head out of the way. Like we all kind of know what we want, but our head will tell us why it's not possible. Our head will tell us all the reasons why we can't do it. Our head will tell us if we're foolish to want it, we don't deserve it. I mean, we're all this way. Actually, don't feel excluded or alienated by this, I hope, because I know I do it to myself too. And I just want everybody to see that, like, on some level, we all do it. We all do it. And that's the beauty of being in this community together. I don't know, Albina, if you want to say anything else, but Ashley, it's like, it's so not unusual the way that you're feeling about that.
Yeah. And ultimately, guys, the program is about feeling great in your body, right? Exercise, meditate, eat clean. But ultimately, the goal is to manifest the life that you really yearn for, the life of your dreams. It is our birthright to be happy. It is our birthright to make all of our desires our realities. It's our birthright to be wealthy, healthy, prosperous, joyful, fulfilled, all of that. Ultimately, that's what the program is about. So let's start the program tomorrow. Go to my website, albinarippy.com, under online something courses. You'll see Free Love Revolution. I'm uploading all the content there. Share your journey on social medias like Instagram, Facebook, hashtag Love Revolution. I feel like I'm my 11-year-old. Hashtag Love Revolution, and let's do it together. Yay. So good to see you guys. And
hey, Albina, we have 3 minutes left. You can always ask us questions via email or on Facebook, but if you have any burning questions about how this, any aspect of this, we have 3 minutes. We can answer them now.
okay, well, no questions.
Wait, Mark looks like he might be wanting to say one.
Me?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Okay. All right. So we have a community. Are we going to talk or meet once a week? Or is this our meeting? Or
this
how's
is
this?
our meeting. This is our virtual meeting. We'll meet once a week.
Okay.
So
What are the dates? Do we have that?
I think we do it on Sundays. Is that okay?
Sunday night.
Sunday
That's
night.
good for me. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it
Okay.
on Sunday night. And I'll send you the email with the Zoom link this time, correct Zoom link. And then if you can't make it, we'll record it and you can always watch it later.
Okay. Great.
Yay.
Thank you all.
Thank you, guys. So good to see you. I love y'all.
Love you too.
Enjoy
Bye-bye.
reading the book. See
Love
you
you
next
guys.
Sunday. Bye.
Roger. Bye-bye.